Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Ro, and since it is Halloween, that is halfway to Halloween, I wanted to share with you these 4 mini journals that I made. I love making mini journals, especially when I have a lot of scraps lying around, and for Halloween I do have a lot of scraps lying around, so I wanted to use them up and move my stash by making these mini journals. I am using a lot of different collections, paper collections, to put this mini journals together, including die cuts with a view, happy hunts. We do have like the spooky from scrapbook.com, and I have like a lot more. I believe I am using a few Page Evans as well. So yeah, quite a few number of paper collections that I use to put this set of mini journals together. So right here I'm just like quickly giving you a flip through of all the pages of this journal, and I am going to do the same for the rest of the other journals. As I said, I made 4, and that was a fun project. It was a fun project to make, to use a bunch of my scraps, and that was the first one. So what I did here, if you notice, like the covers are mostly the same, with just a few differences with the embellishing. And then you also see that I have that like spider web in the cover, like on the cover I mean. That is actually a placemat that I got from Walmart. Originally they had it in an iridescent color, but later on, like years later, they stopped selling that and they only had the black. So I have more of the black placemats. They're paper, actually. I have more of the black placemats, which is why I use them here, just so I can hoard. I can hoard the rest of the iridescent placemats that I have left. And then, yeah, like I said, the pages are similar, very similar. We do have those pink bats, and I believe I got them from Temu. They are like wall decors. And then right here we have this ghosty right here that is actually a part of a banner. So I just used those pieces and put yarn to make it into a tag. And then right here, like a few pages, you will also see a few tags. Those were the tags that I made from last year, and I found them, so I went ahead and just used them as like tags, extra decor for all my journals. And then, so as I said, they are very similar, which is the difference would be just the decoration, maybe like the tags that I used, but the page, like how I put them together, is like very much the same. And then what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna use a couple of chunky yarns to bind them. Oh, I mean, as a closure, not bind them. And then yeah, I am gonna do that here on cam. And then I also have these shovels. I think they are for like cupcakes, for decors, like on top, like toppers. But I just went ahead and added a few dangles, and I can use this as a page marker as well. So right now I am just going to wrap them up, tie them using yarn, as I said, like a few chunky yarns. And I'm not sure, yeah, I did use like eyelash trim as well. So there's that. And yeah, so this was a fun Halloween project that I made just a few weeks ago. And I'm actually excited. I'm actually excited for the actual Halloween. But yeah, since it is halfway to Halloween, I wanted to pay respects, I guess, if you will. And yeah, I am just gonna be tying this one just to wrap this project up. And yeah, as I said, this was a fun project to make. I was able to use actually a lot of the scraps lying around. And whenever I do have scraps, I love making mini albums, like mini journals, because it's like I also make embellishments, but when it comes to scraps, like the bigger scraps, it's easier for me to get rid of them since mini journals are bigger than embellishments. I do use scraps for embellishments, but embellishments are small, so I would have to make a ton of embellishments to move my scrap stash. And that is why I love making mini albums. So right here I am done with one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of these journals. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.